Cierra la puerta. ¿Me cierran, por favor?
¿Te cierro?
Sí.
Am I coming in better than last week?
Much better.
Okay, good. Yeah, I restarted my router right before, and I found out last week while we were meeting that my wife was apparently watching Phineas and Ferb with the kid. Like, don't do that while I'm doing the meetings. Children and their cartoons.
Whatever it takes to keep them happy.
I will agree to that wholeheartedly. Oh.
Hey, well, before Lonnie gets on here, on number
Hey, guys.
on number 19,
Yeah.
did you find the margin of error using Excel or the math?
I found the margin of error, dissolved organic carbon. Let's look at this. I found the margin of error based off of the spreadsheet and the upper and lower confidence levels.
So how did you do that?
So I put it into the one sample t-test. Memory curves, put it in there, and then it gives you a confidence interval.
Right.
With the upper,
This is a 1.96, right?
I got 2.02.
0.025, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I got on that one.
All right. That's what I got, but I didn't get it doing the spreadsheet. I got it doing the math.
Nice. Okay.
The math or the spreadsheet had 1.896 or something like that.
Wait, you got?
I had to do it using the math as well.
Yeah, it didn't. The spreadsheet did not give 2.025.
The spreadsheet gave that for me.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, I think that the spreadsheet, the confidence interval by default is 0.9 on that one. Is that right? There was something I had to play with on that one, but I think that the spreadsheet was, I don't know. I'm questioning myself, but I think
I started doing it and I said, no, that can't be right. And then, so I went back and just did the math the long way.
Yeah.
And I got the, and it 2.025 and it came out right, but.
Okay. I think let me make sure. Let me check this out. Let me try the math from the spreadsheet. I don't think I did it the long way.
Yeah, because the math in the spreadsheet, I did it like about 12 times and I could never get it. And I even did like 0.8, 0.9, you know, da 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 da. I went up and down just to see.
Yeah, putting it into the spreadsheet, it's coming out with the right number for me right now. So I do not have a good answer for you on.
Yeah, I know. I think it's Excel.
I couldn't figure it out.
I think it's the different Excels.
Yeah, I don't even know sometimes.
All right.
Ben, are you using SPSS?
I'm using the worksheet that they've been giving us and having us work with, the quantitative inference procedures.
Inference, right.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I've been using.
Okay. I'm ready to go.
Let's do it. Somebody's got a birthday party.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Birthday time. Big 3-6.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Enjoy it while you can.
I know.
High five comes really
I'm
quick.
trying to.
Okay. So question 2. Given a 90% confidence interval of 45, 105 for mean heart rate, which of the following is the best interpretation of this confidence interval? And I put down number 3.
I have B
I have
B.
B too.
I have B.
Okay.
Yeah.
because it's the true mean.
Oh, it's true mean. You're right.
Can be tricky sometimes, the questions.
Yeah, they
Uh,
just use one little word.
Yeah.
Doing the numbers, I'm good at that. It's just the whole interpretive stuff that I'm not as great.
Yeah, me neither, man. Me neither.
I'm the opposite.
All right, I'll do 3. This is the University of Mississippi. In order to determine the reaction time in seconds for a go-no-go stimulus of males, if males differ from that of females, they selected 20 females and 15 males to participate. The question, researchers decided to construct a confidence interval to determine if the difference of the means is significant. To determine whether the confidence interval would be reliable, they create QQ plots of both random samples and see that they are approximately normal. Are the requirements for constructing a confidence interval satisfied? Why or why not? And I say yes, because the sample is normal since the data has been determined to be normal. So C.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I got too.
All right, I'll do 4. Of the 4 types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for this experiment? I put confidence interval for the difference of means using independent samples.
Yep, that's what I got.
So question
number-
5. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. You can-
Okay, a researcher is interested in estimating the savings account balance of customers at a large bank. She obtains a savings account balance of a random sample of 30 customers. A 95% confidence interval for the mean savings account balance of bank customers is found to be those numbers. And which of the following would produce a confidence interval with a similar margin of error of this 95% confidence interval? And I said D, obtain the balance of 90 bank customers rather than 30.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
So I'm gonna let you guys down on this question 6 because I didn't do this one. I think I skipped it. Doesn't matter. I actually wasn't able to do the last 10 from the worksheet that we got.
I got a factory makes propeller drive shafts for shifts. Quality assurance engineer at the factory needs to estimate the true mean length of the shafts. She randomly selects 4 drive shafts made at the factory, measures their lengths, and finds the sample mean to be 1,000 millimeters. The lengths are known to follow a normal distribution whose standard deviation is 2 millimeters. Calculate a 95% confidence level for the true mean lengths of the shafts. Input your answers for the margin of error, lower bound, and upper bound. So for 6, I put 1.96.
Same here.
That's what I did too. And for question 7, input the lower bound, 998.040.
What I got.
On the worksheet, that was option 3, right? On the lesson review. You guys remember?
I didn't do the lesson thing because these are the exact same questions, so I just did it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I went down the list too, but it was a bit different.
All right, so question 8 was the upper bound. Sorry, go ahead, Caesar.
I was just saying, so the question 8, then the upper bound would be the 1001.960.
Correct.
Yes.
I got that.
All right, question 9. To assess the accuracy of a laboratory scale, a standard weight that is known to weigh 1 gram is repeatedly weighed a total of n times and the mean of the weighings is computed. Suppose the scale readings are normally distributed with unknown mean and standard deviation of 0.01 grams. How large should n be so that 95% confidence interval of the population mean has a margin of error of plus or minus 0.0001? I got this one wrong. Anybody know?
I got
I got
38,416.
Yeah, same.
You got what?
38,416.
Oh, I transposed my numbers. I put down 38,146.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it's 38,000.
I was like, wait, I got it. And I realized that it was just backwards.
38,416.
correct.
Yep.
All right.
Question 10. The mean area of the several thousand apartments in a new development is advertised to be 1,250 square feet. A tenant group thinks that the apartments are smaller than advertised. They hire an engineer to measure a random sample of apartments to test their suspicion. The appropriate null and alternative hypotheses are. And for this one, I got D.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's okay.
So 11 says this statistical test of hypothesis. We say we reject the null hypothesis with the level of significance if I put E is larger than the level of significance.
No, it's
It's
less
less
than.
It's less than. Less than. A group of statistics students wants to determine if students in some apartment buildings get better grades than students in other apartment buildings. They collect GPAs from an anonymous random sample of size 15 from each of 4 different apartment buildings. The data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers, and some percentages are nearly equal. Can you use a hypothesis test to answer their questions? And I put down, yes, it is enough that the data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers and sample variances are nearly equal.
That's what I put.
I have that.
Me too.
So, quick question. On the lesson, that one said that the sample standard deviations are nearly equal. Is that the same thing as the sample variances then? Or is it two different things?
Yeah, variance is standard deviation squared.
Right.
Okay. So then,
Same thing.
Okay, question 13. A medical researcher is working on a new treatment for a certain type of cancer. The average survival time after diagnosis for the standard treatment is 2 years. So the null hypothesis is that average survival time after diagnosis is the same for the new treatment and the standard treatment. In an early trial, she tries the new treatment on 3 subjects who have an average survival time after diagnosis of 4.5 years. Even though the sample is small, the results are statistically significant in the 0.05 significant level. Consequently, she rejects the null hypothesis. In a future study, it is determined that the new treatment does not increase the mean survival time in the population of all patients with this particular type of cancer. The researcher has I thought it was B, incorrectly used a 0.05 significance test when she would have computed the p-value. No.
I put A.
I have A.
Okay.
I did as well.
Type 1 error.
Yeah.
between those two, for the same reason though, that I guess we're supposed to assume that she did get the p-value. And that's how I figured it out.
Okay. Yeah. It's reading it. Understand. Okay.
14 is if the level of significance alpha is made very small, thereby making the probability of committing a type 1 error very small. What happens to the probability of committing a type 2 error? I A, by reducing the probability of committing a type 1 error, we increase the probability of committing a type.
That's what I put as well.
That's what I have. 15, the nicotine content in cigarettes of a certain brand is normally distributed with mean in milligrams. Standard population mean at a known standard deviation of 0.17. The brand advertises that the mean nicotine content of its cigarettes is 1.5. But measurements on a random sample of 100 cigarettes of this brand give a sample mean of 1.53. Is this evidence that the mean nicotine content is actually higher than advertised? To answer this, test the hypothesis. Population is 1.5. Alternative hypothesis is greater than 1.5. We conclude that. I have reject.
Yeah, reject the null.
Yeah, reject the null.
D.
Question 16. You would like to look at the mean number of hours worked for wages per week by male students and female students. You would like a random sample of 100 for each group and test if those means are different. What is the correct statistical procedure? I said B, independent samples t-test.
That's what I have.
That's what I put too. An educator is interested in academic achievement by males and females with similar academic support systems. She decides to use brothers and sisters raised in the same home. Furthermore, she decides to use only brother-sister pairs when they are next to each other in sibling order. Should she use a hypothesis test based on independent or dependent sampling? And I put down D.
That's what I did as well.
Yeah, same.
D.
D, yeah, dependent sampling. If you select a brother so as to compare his academic achievement to a sister, you must include the sister in your study.
Yeah. But, well, I don't know. Maybe I understood that you're interested in academic achievement by males and females with similar academic support systems. So I went ahead and put D because it independent sampling. The brother and sister are people who make their own choices, so the brother's academic achievement shouldn't depend on his sister's academic achievement. But I can still have to be brother and sister, but it's independent to their achievement.
Well, she says that it has to be in pairs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it has to be dependent because it's paired with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the brother and sister that are right next to each other in order, sibling order. So it has to be one.
Yeah.
All right, 18. A soil scientist collected random soil samples from a field and measured the dissolved organic carbon level of each sample. Measurement are recorded. The researcher would like to construct a 95% confidence interval for the mean dissolved organic carbon level in the field. Of the 4 types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for the situation? And I put A, confidence interval.
I put that as well.
And delta unknown.
Yeah, I have A as well.
Question number 19. Which of the following is the 95% confidence interval for this analysis? Input your answers for the margin of error, lower bound, and upper bound. Determine margin of error for this 95% confidence interval. I got 2.025.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Yep. So 20 is the lower bound, and it's I have a 11.168.
That's what I got. And that make the upper 15.217.
Those zero.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. A random sample of Hummers for sale in Los Angeles, New York were taken from listings at cars.com. The data are recorded in the Excel. We want to know if there is a difference in mean listing prices between Hummers for sale in Los Angeles and Hummers for sale in New York. Create a 95% confidence interval for true difference of mean listing prices between the two cities. Of the type of confidence interval listed below, which is appropriate for the situation.
Mhm.
And I put down C.
So did I.
I put B
Oh, really?
because it's dependent samples, not independent samples.
No, it's not. It's not B.
Not B?
Because they're independent.
I got that wrong when I submitted it. And I chose B on the first time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's C.
Yeah,
B?
because choosing one doesn't choose the other.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
So, question number 23 is calculate the 95% confidence interval for the true difference of mean listing prices between Hummers from LA and New York, and clear answers for the lower bound and upper bound. So question number 23 is the lower bound negative 423.158.
I got
You guys got?
0.238.
What did you get? Sorry.
I got negative 423.238.
That's what I got as well.
238. Oh, I wonder how that would be.
Yeah, I just ran it again. It's that. That's negative 423.238.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just redo it later and figure out what I did wrong.
Probably Excel.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully we don't have Excel problems on the test.
No kidding, man. That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah.
All right. 24, the upper bound, I have 5,417.340.
5,417 point what?
340.
I got 0.336.
0.226.
336.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. What was that? You said it was Ben?
I got 5417.336.
So maybe I just rounded up and did it.
Okay. Yeah, because that's also what I got.
Okay.
So I hope it's right.
Hopefully.
Find out in a minute.
All right, so 25 is okay. So many studies have suggested there is a link between exercise and healthy bones. Exercise stresses and the bones, and this causes them to get stronger. One study examined the effect of jumping on the bone density of growing rats. There were 3 groups. Rats were selected at random. For the 3 groups, a control with no jumping, a low jumping group, and a high jumping group. After 8 weeks of 10 jumps per day, 5 days per week, the bone density in the rats were measured. The researchers would like to determine the mean levels of between the 3 different groups of rats. And use 0.5 level of significance. And then on question 25, what is the correct hypothesis test? And that I have is ANOVA.
Yep.
Same.
Yep.
D.
Then question 26, calculate the test statistic. I got 7.978.
I got that.
Yes.
And give the p-value, I got 0.002.
Yeah.
Which following best expresses the conclusion of this test? Use a level of significance 0.05. And I chose C.
I have D.
Yeah, I got C.
Oh, really? I got C.
So the p-value, so the statistic p-value is 0.002,
Yeah.
and the significance is 0.05. That would make it smaller, so it wouldn't be insufficient.
But it's just asking that the mean low density of all the groups is about the same.
Yeah, so it'd either be C or possibly D.
Right.
I have D. I submitted this already, and and that one was not wrong. So.
Oh, okay.
You had D?
I got D.
E?
Hmm.
Oh. Different.
Because when you reject the null, there's sufficient evidence to say that one or more of these groups is different. If you failed to reject the null, then you would have insufficient evidence.
Okay. Well, if you already did it and it was right, I trust that it's right.
Yeah.
So.
Didn't want to go back and read.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 29 then. Pressures of supply and demand act directly on the prices for an airline ticket. As the seats available on the plane begin to fill, airlines raise the price. If seats on a flight do not sell well, an airline may discount the tickets or even cancel the flight. A study was undertaken to determine if there is a difference in the mean cost of an airline ticket purchased 90 days in advance of a scheduled flight compared with a ticket purchased only 14 days in advance. Data were collected on the cost of a one-way ticket from London's Heathrow Airport to a variety of destinations in Europe. The lowest published ticket prices of one-way flights from Heathrow to various destinations in Europe was recorded for each scheduled flight 90 days in advance, and then again 14 days in advance. The data are recorded in direct flight cost Excel. Perform a hypothesis test to determine if there is a difference in the mean cost of the non-stop flight when tickets are purchased 14 days in advance compared to 90 days in advance. Use the level of significance for the next 4 questions. And for question 29, I got dependent samples test. D.
I did as well.
What one was it?
Dependent
D.
samples?
Dependent. Yeah.
That's A, B, C, D. It's E. Dependent.
E. Oh, yeah. I'm always
That's-
like 4. Sorry about that.
Just double checking for you. I don't put the wrong one.
Thanks.
All right, number 30, calculate the test statistic. I got 1.685.
Cool.
Yeah, me too. And then the p-value is 0.096.
Yep.
Yep. Did we lose Caesar?
Looks like we did.
Yeah, looks like we did.
I think so.
Oh.
Well, it's a good thing it's recorded, so you can
Yeah.
go back, I guess.
You can, yeah.
We don't have to submit this one though.
We don't?
Oh,
No.
Oh.
I mean, there's no group collaboration discussion.
yeah,
steps
I
for-
did notice that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll post it on the Google Hangout anyway, so they can see it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then on 32, I got B.
Yeah.
I did as well.
All right.
Thirty out of 30.
Great.
I put something down wrong.
Uh-oh, which one?
I have no idea. Oh,
Does it not tell you?
28.
Gonna change it to D.
Yeah, it should be D.
Oh, I put down. Oh, okay.
What did
That's-
I get wrong too? Oh, I got 28 wrong too. What was it? Was it C?
D.
It's D. We had C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you guys were saying B. So I put
No.
down B.
I thought you guys put B too, and I was confused.
I was like, yeah, because I'm like, when you're arguing about the insufficient evidence, I'm like, I don't really know what to say because they're both insufficient evidence. So
Yeah.
I don't know why you're arguing that.
Sorry,
Oh my gosh.
I was bad at explaining it.
No, that's okay. I'll just retake it.
You'll take it and do the gigantic quiz again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, is it worth it? Is it even a whole point? Is it half of a point?
It's a point.
whole
It's full point.
Darn.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll post this so user can watch the rest of the video.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Ben.
All right. Take care.
All right. Happy
Yeah, have a
birthday.
Yes.
Party,
Yeah,
great.
appreciate it. Good night. Good luck.
See you
Night.
next week.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.